The snow gently falls all around the two of you as you exhale, your breath visible in the cold winter air by a puff of smoke. You are exhaling into your hands at the moment and rubbing them together to keep them from getting frostbite. You were really regretting not bringing gloves, and the tips of your fingers being tinted red from the cold was evident in that. Are your hands cold? Your girlfriend asks as she was walking beside you. You turn your head to see her slightly worried expression and you just give her a smile. Yeah, but they're fine, I promise, you reassure her, but she wasn't buying it. Jirou ends up taking off her gloves and starts slipping them on your hands as you try to refuse. No, you need these, Jirou, now your hands will get cold, you point out, but she shakes her head as she gets them on. They were so warm and fuzzy, immediately heating up your ice-cold hands. It's fine. Besides, how am I supposed to do some awesome shredding on the guitar if I can't use my fingers? She jokes while motioning to the black guitar case that is hanging on her back. It's Christmas break for the UA kids, and so you came to Jirou and suggested that for a date night, you guys should go caroling. But she ended up shooting the idea down because she's still shy about singing in front of people. So you came to a compromise. Jirou wouldn't sing in front of strangers, but she would gladly sing for you. So she suggested that the two of you take a walk to the park and find a bench to sit on, and she'll play you some Christmas songs on her acoustic guitar. You gladly accepted, and that's where you guys are. You found a nice little park that had barely anyone at it, and you two looked around for a spot that wasn't covered in snow. But you also got distracted by the beautiful surroundings, the glittering fresh white snow that is untouched by any kind of footprint, the way the snow perfectly outlines the bare sakura trees, the tall black lampposts that begin to light up with their comforting orange glow to illuminate the park as the sun begins to go down. It's still very early in the evening, but of course it gets dark much earlier, meaning the lights come on much earlier. Oh, there's a spot over there, Jirou points out and grabs your hand before leading you over to the bench that wasn't covered in snow. You brush off all the snow with your free hand because you had the gloves, and then you took your seats. You let go of Jirou's hand so she could pull her guitar case off her back. She unzips it and takes out her guitar before placing the bag on the ground. Okay, I'm all yours. What do you want me to play? She looked at you and asked. You couldn't help but blush at her gentle smile and the excitement in her eyes. She clearly loves playing and singing for people. She just prefers to keep it to herself, or though that she cares most about. You just replied with a shrug. Just dial up a random one, you tell her, and she nods and positions her hands before she begins to strum and play a peaceful tune. You were pretty sure it was the tune to some Japanese Christmas song, but you could care less what the song is. You were too busy swaying back and forth, listening to her play the beautiful sounds of the acoustic guitar, and her gentle, angelic voice singing the words. You were convinced at this point that she was some sort of angel sent down from heaven. She looked so pristine with the snow falling all around you, specks of white littering her purple hair, and the light from the lamppost outlining her to make it look like she was glowing. You just loved her so much it was unreal. So you two played for who knows how long, but it was completely dark and the path was now lit up with the lampposts. Well, we better get back to the dorms before Mr. Aizawa gets mad, Jirou points out, and you nod while standing up. Jirou puts her guitar away and puts the bag back on her back before she starts walking back to the dorm. That's when she felt something hard and cold hit the back of her head, and she turned her head, eyes wide in surprise to see you standing there with a challenging smirk, packing the snow into a snowball. Jirou smiled and became determined and started doing the same, throwing one at you that you dodge. The two of you probably have a snowball fight for a good hour, laughing and giggling before you finally go back to the dorms to warm up. But just before you got in, Jirou gave you a little peck kiss on your lips before heading inside, leaving you there blushing hard. At least now, your face wasn't cold anymore.